a WikiVidi documentaries production. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Enjoy. Hold the Dark. Hold the Dark is a 2018 American thriller film directed by Jeremy Saulnier from a screenplay by Macon Blair. It is based upon the novel of the same name by William Giraldi and stars Jeffrey Wright, Alexander Skarsgård, James Badgedale, Riley Keough, Tantoo Cardinal, and Julian Black Antelope. The film had its world premiere at the Toronto International Film Festival on September 12, 2018 and was released on September 28, 2018 by Netflix. Plot: in December 2004, wolf expert Russell Keough, a retired naturalist, is summoned to a small village, Keough, in the Alaska wilderness to hunt down wolves blamed for the disappearances and presumed deaths of 3 small children. Medora Sloan, whose 6-year-old son, Bailey, was the 3rd child to go missing, wants him to kill the wolves responsible. Her husband, Vernon, meanwhile, is serving in the military in Iraq. When Russell arrives in Alaska, he meets with Medora. Although she mentions the father of the 2nd child taken, Keough, is a friend of her husband's. She says Russell won't be speaking to him. Russell tracks a pack of wolves who had killed and eaten a wolf pup, but he can't bring himself to shoot them. One day he notices the cellar door is unlocked and discovers the frozen body of Bailey, whom Medora had strangled and left for him to find. The villagers claim Medora is possessed by a wolf demon called a Tornak. Meanwhile, Vernon stabs to death a fellow U.S. soldier he witnesses raping an Iraqi woman. Vernon is shot in the neck, but survives, and is shipped home. On returning home, he shoots and kills 2 police officers, for some reason, who promise him they will track down Medora. He also kills the medical examiner and takes Bailey's body. Vernon and his friend Keough bury Bailey in a pine box, marking it with a cross of their own blood. And Vernon burns the investigative report on Bailey's death, determined to hunt down Medora and seek his own justice. Vernon visits a local witch woman, Eleanor, who had warned Russell to stay away. They discuss wolves, and then he kills her. Russell tries to tell the police department to seek out Eleanor. He heads to Keough and finds Eleanor's body. The police arrive to talk to Keough about the dead police officers. Keough, for some reason, is hostile and opens fire on the squad from his 2nd-floor window. Police Chief Donald Merriam gains access to the house and shoots Keough, killing him. Vernon asks about Medora at a hotel and shows around an old photo of them together. He is allowed access to the room she stayed in. At the hotel, Vernon meets John, an elderly man who supplies wolf products. John says Vernon's father brought young Vernon to him because Vernon was unnatural and was told wolf oil would fix it. He says he gave boots to Medora a few days ago when she passed through. Vernon puts on a mask that Medora left behind and fatally shoots John. As he leaves, Vernon is shot by the hotel owner and takes a hit to the shoulder. Vernon visits an old friend, Shan, who informs him that Keough has died. Shan pulls the bullet from Vernon's shoulder. Russell and Merriam theorize that Medora killed Bailey to save him from darkness. Russell recalls Medora's saying the nearby hot springs are a good place to get clean, and thinks she might have gone there. They agree to go after Medora and catch her before Vernon does. Vernon, meanwhile, has a dream of himself and Medora in the hot springs. Now awake, he overhears Shan's informing the police that he's there. Vernon puts on the mask and stabs Shan in the head. The police force splits up, half going to the crime scene at Shan's house, and Merriam and Russell going to the hot springs. When looking at some wolf tracks in the snow, Merriam is shot through the neck by an arrow fired by Vernon, who is wearing the mask. Russell leaves Merriam's body and heads to the hot springs, hoping to intercept Vernon. He finds Medora in the springs and is then, again inexplicably, arrowed in the chest by Vernon. As Vernon strangles her, Medora pushes the mask off his face. He releases her and they embrace. Russell falls unconscious. When Russell wakes, Vernon offers him a cigarette. Vernon removes the arrow from Russell's body before leaving with Medora. Russell crawls outside the cave and encounters a pack of wolves. He is found by a father and son with a snowmobile and brought to their home for care. Vernon is seen digging up Bailey's grave with Medora. They pull the coffin along with them as they trek through the snow. Russell wakes up in hospital, his daughter Amy at his bedside. Production. In September 2015, it was announced Jeremy Saulnier would direct the film, based upon a screenplay by Macon Blair, while Eva Maria Daniels, Russell Ackerman, and John Schoenfelder would produce the film under their Vision Chaos Productions banner and Addictive Pictures banners respectively. A24 would distribute the film. In January 2017, Netflix acquired distribution rights to the film, with Anish Safjani and Neil Kopp joining as producers. In February 2017, Alexander Skarsgård, Riley Keough, James Blore, James Badgedale, and Jeffrey Wright joined the cast of the film. Critical reception. Hold the Dark received generally positive reviews from critics. The review aggregator Rotten Tomatoes reported a 67% approval rating based on 51 reviews, with an average score of 6.4. The website's critical consensus reads, "Hold the Dark's unsettling aesthetic offers more of what filmgoers expect from director Jeremy Saulnier and is often enough to prop up shaky narrative underpinnings." Metacritic, which uses a weighted average, assigned a score of 63 out of 100 based on 25 critics, indicating generally favorable reviews. Brought to you by WikiVidi Documentaries.